remember how Usyk used to fight, like as a cruiserweight when the Olympics, or as a cruiserweight when he was Gassiev, that's how you say his name, when he was fighting for undisputed. Remember how he used to fight? I remember saying, man, this is before I knew Papachenko. I was like, he fights like a big Lomachenko. No, this is the heavyweight division. Well, hear me out, because that's not a good explanation. Trainers don't matter. Why? Because this is a different division. Like, what? So listen. I used to say he fights like a big Lomachenko, man. He was more special. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Remember that, Tiz? He was more special before. If you look at him as a cruiserweight and you look at him against Witherspoon, which he still looked fantastic, but he didn't fight with the angles against Chisora to me. Not with the angles, still with the speed, the combinations, but not with the angles. You could tell he was getting further and further away from Papachenko. That's basically what he is. Absolutely. There was a minute with how he moved and everything. He was completely phenomenal. Hit the Tyson bell. Usyk was phenomenal. Everybody, please hit the like button. There's 500 people in here. I didn't think it was going to be this special of a live stream this morning. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate every last one of you. Please hit the like button. We can get 600 people in here. Facts are in the bank. Worried about the big punch. Yeah, he was worried about the big punch. But Usyk's not a big puncher himself. I'm saying, and AJ doesn't have the best chin in the world. Look, AJ, let me play devil's advocate. Especially robotic AJ. AJ doesn't like fast hands. Have you noticed that? AJ doesn't like fast hands. Case in point, Andy Ruiz. Joseph Parker, right? When he fight a fighter with fast hands, he doesn't like it. Have you noticed how you want to stay away? If he fights a fighter he doesn't like it, Usyk is going to give him those troubles. That's true. Absolutely. He always fights a boring fight against a fighter with fast hands. Andy Ruiz knocked him out. All right. That's what he gets for running in there with a fighter with fast hands. After that, though, learning his lesson, just like he did, what he did against Andy Ruiz is kind of what he did with Joseph Parker. He jabbed and circled. He jabbed, held, circled. Right? It's always a boring fight. This can be another one, especially with Papachenko and Usyk's corner. You need a Bane mask. Absolutely. AJ's sparring partner said AJ is going to break him down and finish him around the 11th and 12th round. Peace be, it's always good energy. Absolutely. And you guys, these are all facts. Yeah, this coming from a guy who just said last week that Anthony A.J. Joshua is the best heavyweight in the world. Didn't I? But the best heavyweight in the world doesn't mean that you beat everybody easily, right? What he's doing right now against Usyk demonstrates that he's the best heavyweight in the world. He's fighting Usyk. Usyk isn't an easy win. Undefeated. One of the best fighters pound for pound in the world. I'm just saying, with Papachenko back in his corner, reminding him of the things that he stopped doing. All right. You get out of those great habits. I think it makes for a closer fight against Anthony A.J. Joshua, and that's the Black Two Sugars. AJ Key is to outbox. Let's see what we got to say. Usyk has good skill, but AJ is going to land. Big Usyk, okay, needs to be able to hurt AJ to get early respect, or man is going to get tough. Usyk I hope is if AJ gets tired. Well, his only hope is if AJ gets tired early. Well, here's the thing. Joseph Parker, isn't known as a big puncher, and Joseph Parker didn't land that much on AJ. AJ just hated his hand speed. He didn't even have to hurt AJ for AJ to fight the way he was fighting. Everybody go to busr.com/showbiz. Place a bet on your favorite fights. He needs to make it an alley. No. What AJ needs to do is be athletic, if not more than Usyk. Do exactly what he's doing. Usyk, look, let me tell you something. The reason why Usyk can be successful as a heavyweight is because he's a big guy who can move. These heavyweights can't move, but AJ can. Hit the Tyson bam. AJ can. So AJ has to give him those things that he's not used to. Bounce around, pop, pop, use the jab, bam, bam, right hand, boom, and move. He'll mess around and knock Usyk out with one of those hard shots. He doesn't have to force it to knock him out. He can just throw it from the shoulders. Like my man said earlier, this is the heavyweight division. He can throw it from the shoulders and hurt Usyk stepping backwards or something. He's a big kid, 6'6". AJ's still one of the hardest punchers in the heavyweight division. The second hardest puncher in the whole damn division, right? So he could just throw him from the shoulders and hurt him. But bottom line, I think Usyk having Papachenko back in his corner is going to make him a more difficult fight for AJ than without Papachenko, and that's the Black Two Sugars. Now, let's talk about Manny Pacquiao versus Elder True Spence. You guys ready? Everybody hit the like button.